Welcome back to my series, Dance Moms Uncovered. Lately, I have been researching how producers cast reality shows, such as Dance Moms, to ensure that their cast will be dramatic and entertaining. It turns out that there are several qualities that the casting producers tended to favour when they looked at potential applicants for the show, because there was much more to the casting choices than the producers cared to show. Feel free to share your thoughts on the following evidence. First, let's look at choosing people Abby will hate. It seems like on several occasions, the producers deliberately chose people who will clash with Abby. Particularly in the later seasons, they seem to know exactly which kinds of people can get under Abby's skin the quickest, and the pet peeves that anger her the most. One very interesting idea that Ava Kota mentioned is that the producers cast a lot of mums who own dance studios because Abby didn't like them.
One of the common threads I've figured out with Dance Moms is a lot of the parents of the kids, they own dance studios in their town.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it attracted them, but also it made Abby hate them even more, which was an interesting thing. You're like, wow, okay, the producers did that.
This makes a lot of sense. After all, many mums who own dance studios or were dance teachers were cast on the show, such as Kathy, Jeanette, Kira, Jessalyn, Yvette, Laurie, Tammy, Ashley, Joanne, and Anne, just to name a few. Abby has also claimed a personal pet peeve of hers is when a dancer doesn't want to be in class and spends their lesson yawning and glancing at the clock.
What would be your main pet peeve?
When you're teaching a class and a kid just doesn't want to be there, and they're yawning in your face, looking at the clock,
Arms crossed.
Negative,
That's
Nelly.
a no-no.
That's a no-no. Yeah, so I think that's it. If you don't want to be there, don't come.
It explains why she showed so much disdain for the cast members who wanted to quit the show, like the Highlands. Abby has also said repeatedly that she doesn't like when kids are overly dependent on their parents. She has belittled children such as Sarah Hunt, Ava Kota, and Vivienne Stein for having close bonds with their mothers. We've also seen that it grinds Abby's gears when dancers don't know their terminology. I believe that the more of these traits you seem to have, the greater the chance you have of getting cast for the show. Next, let's explore personality. The ability to irritate Abby alone is not enough to be hired for the show. You must also have the right personality to back it up. Brian Stinson, one of the producers of the show, has spoken about what made JoJo and her mother Jessalyn so compelling. He says that it was hard to stop thinking about them because they had such raw and unfiltered personalities. Apparently, the producers would gather to watch JoJo's interviews on Abby's Ultimate Dance competition, and that's when they realised that they had found a character worth following. The producers used JoJo's unfiltered nature to their advantage on Dance Moms. JoJo has mentioned that she was interviewed by her favourite producer on the day that she did an impression of Kendall sulking, and that she was just goofing around, not thinking that the footage would be used.
I was in an interview with my favorite producer on the show, Madison, and we were just talking back and forth, and she was like, so tell me what Kendall was like, and I just did that because she was my friend, and I was just telling her that, then it ended up getting used.
The producers also seem to like people who are strong-willed and outspoken. Giannina has said that the producers liked the way she would stand up for herself and her mum.
I always stuck up for myself and for my mom, and everyone hated that. But the producers liked it because that was something to bring to the show.
This is probably because the producers like to have cast members who are willing to get involved in the show's drama. Jessalyn revealed recently that the producers loved JoJo, but told Jess that they were worried that she wouldn't stand up to Abby.
So we go to Dance Moms. We think it's going to be for a week. And, they told me, of course, they loved JoJo, but it was me they were worried about. And they didn't think I could stand up to Abby. And I was scared of Abby.
I don't know whether the producers genuinely believed that Jessalyn wouldn't fight with Abby, or if it was a technique used to convince Jessalyn to stir up as much drama as possible. Lastly, the producers seem to enjoy casting people who are very emotional and express their emotions often. During the audition tapes we see in the casting special of Season 8, a lot of the mother-child duos we see either cried or bickered with one another. The executive producer, Jeff Collins, was asked in an interview whether he liked emotional characters like Jeanette, which he said he did.
We like Jeanette. Like Jeanette likes us, and
she was pretty emotional.
She gets emotional. She's very passionate about her role. And
so, do you like that? I would imagine that you like that as the producer. Like
I do, of course, yeah. And the producers really like Jeanette too.
Peyton has also told a story on her YouTube channel of how her mum yelled at the producers when they cancelled one of her dance classes. This display of emotion and the drama it caused resulted in the producers offering them a spot on the show after the incident. Evidence number 3, moulding characters. Some cast members were chosen for their potential to become even more compelling characters, with the help of some external influences. Peyton Evans' mother Kerry has revealed on Twitter that she believes the makeup artists made her makeup look scary on purpose. It is not uncommon in reality TV for particular cast members to be portrayed as the villain. Since she clashed with Abby so often, it is quite believable to me that the producers might have told the makeup artist on set to make Kerry look scarier than the other mothers on the mini-team. Food and drink was also used to manipulate the cast. Cindy from AUDC has revealed that the producers would try and get the mums to drink often on the show. This is a common technique used in the industry to cause chaos, because alcohol makes people more impulsive, more emotional, and less careful with their words. The cast has also revealed that they worked long days, barely getting enough sleep some nights, and the catered food on set was sometimes quite disgusting. When a cast isn't able to eat enough food or get enough sleep, they are more likely to be irritable and impulsive, which leads to more drama. This technique is really common in competition shows, such as Survivor. Maddie has said that they would sometimes go get fast food instead, so I'm not trying to say that they starved the children. But whether it was intentional or not, you can see how the cast's emotions could have been more sensitive because of the tiring filming conditions. 4. Following orders. The producers also like to hire people who would follow instructions, or who had clear triggers that other cast members could exploit. Liliana has revealed that the producers would keep sending the mums to go find Abby when she was hiding in the back of her studio. She also says that her mum had to say rude things or the producers would kick them off the show, and she seems to suggest that the producers would text the mums during fights to direct them.
Abby was just always hiding.
Yes. And then the producers would always tell you to go in, and you'd be like, I don't want to go in, and then Abby would be like, don't come in, but then the producers would be like, you have to go in. If she didn't say anything, we'd be kicked off the show, and they have to go home, and that'll be awful. But if she does say something, then we can stay there, but then everybody doesn't like her. So why were the moms looking at their phones so much? I don't know. Maybe they were getting a text from the producers that they weren't fighting enough? Or maybe not.
Furthermore, Christy revealed on her Instagram story that if producers know who you don't like, they will make sure you're put in difficult situations with them. For instance, if you look at the Dance Moms website, Melissa says that she doesn't like jealous mums, and Christy says she doesn't like dishonest people. So it goes without saying that the producers would often make Christy and Melissa spend a lot of time together. Jeff Collins revealed that he knows that a surefire way to rile Holly up is to accuse her of not putting Nia's education first. He says that Jill was probably well aware of this when she accused Holly of not prioritising Nia's schooling in season 5.
Holly is in most cases unflappable, but the one thing that will rile her up is that if you in any way accuse her of not putting Nia's education at the top of the list.
And Jill knows that, I'm guessing?
What do you think?
It's difficult to tell whether Jill figured it out herself or whether some producers told her to exploit this trigger. So it's safe to say that the producers like cast members who can follow directions and who are also predictably emotional when exposed to particular triggers. And finally, we have criminal activity. Worried that a criminal record could ruin your chances of being chosen for the TV show? No problem. The Dance Moms producers seem to have no issue featuring convicted criminals and allowing them to work with and around children. It's common knowledge that Abby went to jail from July 2017 until May 2018 because she didn't declare the money she received from Australian masterclasses when she returned to the US. Despite being a convicted felon, Lifetime still hired her to teach children for season 8 of Dance Moms. Well, she's only one of several cast members who have been charged with criminal activities in the past. One of these cast members that really surprised me was season 6 mini-mum, Sari Lopez. According to court documents, she was charged with distributing illegal substances, theft, and driving with a suspended license in 2003. She had been caught dealing with her boyfriend at the time, and a stolen purse was found in her car. She was sentenced to 2 years and 9 months in jail. On the show, Tracy Reasons dramatically revealed that Kalani's mum Kira had a criminal record. Back in 2005, she was charged with selling televisions on eBay and then proceeding to not send the product to the buyers. According to a public police report, she scammed at least 4 people out of a total of over $15,000. She was put on probation for 2 years. However, since she didn't do any of her required 400 hours of community service, it was extended to 5 years. In an interview with Tony Moore, Abby revealed that Tammy Krofchek, the owner of Studio 19, has had a violent past. She mentions that there was some sort of incident 20 years ago, and while she doesn't seem to have any criminal record that is public knowledge, the producers very well could have known if she had a reputation for violent behaviour when they decided to work with her.
I didn't want a confrontation. This person has been known to be violent, to attack. Oh, yes. To stick her finger in my face and point to me. And this is 20 years ago. This isn't even on a show.
It seems as though the producers have enjoyed casting these people because they make interesting characters. They can be quite reckless, and of course someone can dramatically reveal their secret dark pasts on television for extra drama. While there may not be any current plans for a season 9 of Dance Moms, these techniques still apply to the spin-offs currently in pre-production, or the casting processes for other reality shows. I really wish more people would think twice before giving producers the rights to defame, misrepresent, and direct them, taking away their privacy so that they can entertain and be scrutinised by the public. So what do you guys think? Would you make a good cast member? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.